We're doing helicopter drills today. Alright, let's see, let's raise that up just there we go. Alright, I'm trying out some of this federal, let's see, BPXM80CBL 7.62 by 51mm 150 grain full metal jacket ammo out of my M1A. I've already shot 2 3-shot groups down at 100. It's doing fairly well. It's not precision ammo, naturally. It's of course ball ammo, so it's getting ball ammo groups. There we go. There we go. Alright. And when we get home, I'll compare the groups to how XM80C performed the last time I shot XM80C. Alright. Oh, that was weird. Okay, that makes sense. My arm's stiffened up. Okay, let's go 3 more. There we go. That's so convenient, just, you know, loading it through the receiver. Well, that was 2 3-shot groups. I'm just going to go ahead and say that XM80C, just regular XM80C and not the bulk, already has this stuff beat by a mile. Alright, we'll compare the groups when we get home. Alright folks, back home, and this was the ammo test for the BPXM80CBL 150 grain 7.62 by 51 millimeter full metal jacket ammo. 40 cartridges. It's a bulk pack. It varies from XM80C a little bit because it actually says this is a 150 grain bullet, whereas XM80C is a 149, so there's just a grain of difference in the two. Alright, so my first 2 groups, I actually fired 2 groups off camera. My first group was here, and it was 3 MOA, you know, holding to the right a little bit. My second group was here, got 2 MOA, got a little bit tighter. And then the third group is the first one I filmed that you guys all saw, and that was 3.5 MOA. Kind of opened up a little bit, but still 3.5 inch group. That's pretty good. And then my fourth one here was 4 MOA, and it did this weird stringing thing where it vertically placed them. And I have not seen my M1A. I have not seen my M1A do this since before I put the National Match Satellite guide rod in it. So I don't know what was causing that because I held here every time. So these 2 I filmed, and then I was sitting there, and my dad, he was shooting his AR-15, getting it sighted in at 100. So I got bored, and I fired 9 shots into this square, or triangle, not triangle, diamond. I'll talk one of these days. And overall, from, you know, encompassing the whole thing here, the 9 shots, it was 3.5 MOA. And then I measured the inside here where I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in here on the side of this diamond, and that came out to be 2.25. So a 9-shot group still came out to be overall a 3.5 inch group. And then the internal group where the most of them, you know, clustered around this diamond was 2.25. So this stuff is pretty much really good basic ball ammo. Pretty, you know, good bang for your buck stuff here when it comes to plinking. And they're stamped the same as XM80C FC19 in the back. These are made in 2019. So some pretty decent stuff in my opinion for ball ammo. I mean, this is a 150 grain full metal jacket bullet, you know. I got 40 rounds for 32 bucks, you know. So I still have a lot in there underneath all that. So I mean, you know, just for the basic, you know, pick up off the shelf at Walmart, you know, grab and growl bulk pack here. This is some pretty good plinking ammo. And you know, with this being the cheapest of the cheap, I expected accuracy like this, because I was holding here each time, and you know, they hit where they hit, which is the nature of factory ball ammo. Alright, so I got a group here from an old Target. This was May 7th of 2018. Yeah, 2018. I put M14L, and that's reminiscent of M1A loaded. That's how I've got it stamped, because if I get another M14, I'll put another letter at the end. But with M14L, I know that's M1A loaded. And with XM80C 149 grain full metal jacket 7.62 by 51, I got 3 MOA in this target here. So that was a year ago. And then this target here I shot the other day on May 11th of 19 with XM80C 149 grain full metal jacket, 7.62 NATO. I was getting 1-inch groups, because see here was 2 of them, 2 shots, 1.5 inch group at 1.50 MOA, 2 here, 1.75. I had one drop. I've already showed this target. And then I held here with 3-shot group and got a .95. It's holding there. And they hit there, and I got .95 MOA. And then, if you guys seen the video where I did talk about on this target, I think it was the one called Evaluating Point of Impact with XM80C. I had 2 groups combined into one, and horizontally, the horizontal spread was 3 MOA and the vertical was 5 MOA. So for some reason my M1A was shooting the XM80C stuff better that day. And you know, after you do a big volume fire and you shoot a lot of it in one spot, like I was holding here this whole time, they will open up. But comparatively, I mean, which I found weird was when I was doing the single strings, I was getting tighter groups. Albeit, you know, these are just 2-shot groups, but, you know, these were the 2 bullets from those, I think. Because I was holding here on this one, and I couldn't see where that one went. And I held on one of these, and that hit there, so I had to change my holding spot, like I held here on that 1.75 MOA group there. But I was getting better groups that day with the 149 grain XM80C, and then today I was getting 3 to 2 inch groups with the heavier grain bullet. So I don't know, it's all ball ammo anyway, plinking ammo, and with ball stuff I'll take groups like this all day long because that's still hitting within a torso at 100. So very interesting. The cheap stuff, for cheap stuff, that's fine for me. Now my hand loads, I would expect my hand loads that I load to do better than this. This right here impressed me really well because, you know, I did 9 shots and I had 2 of them drop down here and 1 fly over here, but I got 6 right there, so and a 2.25. So all in all, my opinion of this stuff is it's great for plinking. It's literally just a little bit heavier XM80C in my opinion. I really don't know what the whole difference is between them because, you know, overall the bullet weight's almost the same. It's just a grain weight. It's just a grain heavier than XM80C. Even has the same stampings as XM80C on the butt stamp here. So I mean, you know, it's just marketing, I guess. But all in all, I'll buy more of this stuff, especially for how much you get. You know, 2 boxes is 80 rounds, so, and then 3 boxes is 110. So that's a lot of bullets. Wait, no, my math's wrong. My head, my sinuses is messing with my head. My head feels like a helium balloon, so my math's not very good right now. Well, anyway, this has been Plisken by 51mm, and I'll see you all in the next video.